Hey, Chica. Welcome back to another episode of Chica, We Got This. This is your host, Maria Elisa. You can call me Mari because we're friends now. And I want to invite you to this episode with my girl, Dinora Oliva. She is a cutie, curly hair queen with me. And I am so excited to have her. She has followed me and supported me in ways that I am so grateful. Dinora, thank you for being here. How do you feel? Tell me what made you to come up and hop here.
Well, thank you. I'm just here to see the glow of I'm here for it, all of it. I love your
Yay.
energy and I'm happy that you're receiving all this love from the Latina community.
Thank you. I'm here for my Latinas. So I thought, why not take up space and make that space something that you guys can feel comfortable in. That's like a goal I've had since I was little. So the fact that this is kind of happening is very surreal and very much like my little like chiquita self right now is like screaming inside. She's like, no flipping way. I'm like Hannah Montana feeling right now. But I am so blessed that you're here and I cannot wait to hear more about you. Chicas, remember this is one of my guests from the Latina Follow Trend, which is something that's happening on TikTok. And if you don't hop on, you're going to miss out. So definitely hop on, put your content out there. Don't be scared. If you don't do it now, like literally, when is it going to happen? So put yourself out there as Dinora put herself out there by joining me. So, Dinora, I want to know more about you. Tell me, what do you do? What are you up to? I love your wall. Just tell me about you because I'm loving the energy already.
Okay. Well, I am all about women empowerment. So I feel like I just love women. I'm a woman. I feel like I can empathize with what others are going through. And I feel like one woman's struggles, it's like all of our struggles because we all, at one point or another, are either going to go through that or know someone who will, right? So I work in law enforcement. I was a probation officer for years, and now I work in the district attorney's office.
Nice. What got you into that? Like, is that something you've always wanted to do? How did that come about?
Yes. I came into this world with an open heart and no boundaries. My parents, seeing them struggle and seeing how far they brought me just made me want to help others. Like, I started doing community service when I was like 11, girl.
That's so
Hmm.
sweet.
Yeah. And so I think that as Latinas, we need to give back because we need to pass it on. And seeing my parents go to work every day and not have any family here. So, mi familia es de Honduras y del Salvador, which is kind of a very unlike combination because they went to
Mm-hmm.
war in the 1960s and they're right next to each other in
Look at
Central
where we are
America.
now.
Yeah, so es una combinación que casi no se ve, but I'm here. I exist. So I want to help others. I feel like that's my contribution to the world, and I feel the happiest when I'm able to help others.
Oh, that's awesome. And let me tell you, pupusas 10 out of 10. Anyways.
I love it. I wanted that to be my username, by the way, like on all social media platforms. Like, I eat pupusas, but Latinos understand it, but non-Latinos do not. And I was like, that sounds a little questionable.
Right, they'll be like pupusas. What is that?
What is that? Yeah.
I feel you, I feel you. Oh my god. So I on touching on what you said about kind of giving back. I don't know if you agree that kind of when you give, you receive. Like where it's coming from when you give to people, it'll come back to you. It's like karma. A lot of people don't understand that karma can both be positive and negative. It can be yes, whatever. It's literally whatever you put out there, you're gonna get back. So it's awesome that you're doing that and supporting the people that are in your community. Keep doing that, please, because there's not enough people. But so you are in enforcement. Kind of I'm sure that there's not enough Latinas in there.
No, there's not. And even donde trabajaba antes, it was majority men. It was not even a third. It was like 3 to 4 women in like a group of like 15 to 20. So it was like very y de eso pues era la única y luego, so it's very difficult, and I feel like I had to put on this kind of like front para que no se me acercaran, to set that boundary para que me respetaran. And I what I've been told, because again, I'm not a probation officer anymore, so I'm not in the field anymore, pero me dijeron que yo abrí camino para que contrataran a más, porque donde trabajaba yo antes, contrataron 4 más.
Get
So that made me
out.
feel, yes. And it was like male coworkers that,
Yeah,
male colleagues, they don't compliment you. Like they either want to like get at you or like get you out the way. So, you know,
literally, literally. I was telling one of the girlies from Saturday that I don't know if anyone experiences this, that at least cuando yo voy a Puerto Rico, and I'm gonna say this a lot of times, and I don't care who comes for me because it's my experience. I took people to Puerto Rico to go see, and they experienced the same thing. It's not new. It's not new. Is cuando yo llevo a gente a Puerto Rico, or when I'm there, you walk in a club, you walk anywhere, really, and you're feeling yourself, you looking good, high vibrations, y te miran, pero de arriba y abajo dicen: "¿Y quién es esta? ¿Y quién se cree? Y este flow, tú te crees la gran mierda". Y yo estoy como que, I really don't think that this is good. I really don't appreciate this kind of like, I know you don't like me, and I haven't literally not even said a word, and I can see it across the room. The eyes that you give me, ¿qué es esto? Like, what are you doing? Like, I want to know what's in your head for you to think like that's gonna help you or that's gonna make you look like a caballota. Mi hermana no, te ves más fea haciendo eso. So,
I agree. And I think that es muy importante que nosotros sepamos that anything anyone, and this is the way that I look at life, okay? I just think that anything anyone does has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them and who they are. So cuando alguien es insegura, sí, it shows everything that's going on in their heart, because anywhere that I go, if I see something that I think is beautiful, whether it be your hair, your eyes, yo siempre lo digo porque es algo que como mujeres ya tenemos cosas que no nos gustan de nosotras mismas. And what happens is that what we have that is different is actually what makes us beautiful, and you can't allow people like that to get to you, because it's like something about you and your beauty and your energy triggered something in them that they don't have.
mhm.
So you have to just rise above, porque no vale la pena at all. And as a
Exactly.
woman, I have encountered that, and it is something that I'm just like, girl, like we need to link up. Like, why are you hating? Like, where's this hate coming
Literally,
from?
literally,
Mhm.
like, when it happened to me, I was in the club and I was like, "Girl, we could be dancing. We could be having a great
Like, matter
time."
of fact, let me buy you a shot, okay? ¿Qué quieres tomar? ¿Qué se te
Yeah,
antoja? You know?
exacto, exacto. Vamos a sacarte esa cara de encima, 'cause it's bumming me out. It's bumming me out.
Yeah. So I've learned to just not take anything personal.
Mhm,
And that's just the way that I live my life. Like, let people think whatever, let them say whatever. At the end of the day, yo sé quién yo soy. I know who my parents raised, and it's just not worth my energy. You have to look at it as like, you're the queen. Do they deserve your energy? Girl, no. Because if they're acting like that, then they're already here. Because somebody that's
mhm.
here is not gonna behave that way.
Exactly, exactly. And my girlies out there, you already know this is true, okay? Because I feel like we are all coming to like, I'll talk about it in the live and they'll all be like, yes, yes, yes. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only one. I know that this is happening. So, not like, since this is just a fact at this point, tell me, how do you kind of like manage feeling confident, walking in your power, and like just feeling like, como una reina? What do you like to do? What helps you that maybe could help our Latinas and myself to just keep walking and feeling like, it's all gonna be good and I'm good.
I think that, well, one is God. I think that having God in your heart is something that brings a peace that nothing could ever, right? Pero también, like, for me, and this is just when I'm having a bad day, when things are really bad for me, I always think back of like all the struggles that my parents have gone through and what they went to bring me to this point and how they pushed through, and thinking about how they came here with no money, no family, not speaking the language, and they were able to raise me and my siblings. Like, so cuando necesito energía o necesito confidence, I'm like, no, if they were able to do that, what's going to stop me? Nothing. And another thing that I will add to is I always ask the universe for signs. So, you too? Oh my
Yes,
God.
girl. Yes, tell me, how do you receive them? Tell me.
Yes. Okay. So I do one of two things. Like, if it's a question about someone, a situation, I say specific things that are just between me and God, and I send it to the universe. And I've done even like, girl, weird things that I'll say, like, someone do a jumping jack, or like a blue. If this person is meant to be in my life, God, I want to see a blue butterfly by the end of the week. Like, just cosas así. Siempre me ha funcionado.
Yeah.
Siempre. See, it's always worked out. And the other thing that I also do is if I'm not sure about a decision, like what to do, I tell God, if this is for me, it's going to come in clarity. And if there's any confusion about it, it's not for me. Porque a veces uno quiere algo y le sigue, le sigue, le sigue, and God is showing you signs. No, no, no. And we keep going, and we end up in a situation that could have been prevented.
Exactly. You gotta listen to your intuition because it's inside of you. He can communicate through you, literally. So that is literally, you already know I got excited because I am very much very huge on signs. Ever since I met this friend, and I know she'll hear me, her name is Azariel. She's like I guess I would call her like a soul sister, that person that kind of experienced the spiritual, the like higher up with me. She taught me everything about like numerology and I guess what people would call angel numbers, and just listening and looking out for signs, but also just not really searching, just receiving, being open to receiving. And first, I've received so many angel numbers in ways that I'm like, you're lying, you're lying. Like, I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but even when I started thinking about it and looking into it, I realized that my own birthday is an angel number because my birthday's 11/22. So, like,
Wow.
everything I would see 11/22 everywhere. And then when things got serious, I would see 333. And then when things became real for me, like, I was like, okay, I hear you, God. I hear you. I see you. Okay. Everything was 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything, girl, down to the paycheck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like,
Wow.
you're lying to me. And then even and I told this to another chica when my like it does like an automatic savings, it started with 1122. I was like, "Okay, hold on, hold on." And then it got even more serious. And I literally, funny thing, I'm like, me estoy poniendo roja. Porque hoy mismo I thought about it. I was like thinking of all these signs and I was like, oh my God, I literally got a sign days before the trend happened that I had a dream. And in that dream, look, I was so pregnant. I was so pregnant, like, huge, and, in my whole dream, all I was saying was, "I'm so pregnant. Yes, it's happening." That was eso era todo lo que yo decía en el sueño is, "Yes, it's happening. Yes, it's happening." And it was like a higher, like, something was telling me something's about to go down, and I know it's the thing that I've worked really hard for, and it's happening, and I know, like, I've always known that when you're pregnant or giving birth, it's just something new is coming into your life, there's a birth of
Mhm.
something. Y loca, días después, mira
Y
dónde
aquí
estamos,
estamos, y aquí
right?
estamos.
Exactly, exactly. So I want to ask you, um, do you remember any signs? Like, yeah, I know you said that like you would ask for something very specific. Do you remember anything that was like oddly specific that you were like, oh, yup, this is for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So cuando estaba trabajando, when I was working in the field, I had a really bad day at work, and I'm such like I wake up in the morning super happy. Like every day when I wake up, I have a routine. And so the first thing that I do is I make a list, like a gratitude list. So todas las cosas that what I'm grateful for. So I wake up in such a like joyous mood. Like I'm so happy. I'm a happy person. I don't let things get to me. I'm very like easygoing. Y in my career, I don't think I had ever had such a bad day. And that day, I was like, God, I've never felt like this before. And it was so bad that I wanted to cry at work. And that's something that, like I told you, in el trabajo, yo siempre like, and I was like, sí, tal vez es tiempo que yo me vaya de aquí. And it's a thought that I never, it was never even a thought. And I told myself, I'm going to look at jobs. And I set a specific job title that I kid you not, it was the first thing that came into my mind. And I was like, God, if there's a job with this job title, it's for me and it's my time to go. Girl, why did I luego leíto ese mismo día? I did cry, I'm not gonna lie. I walked outside of the building, I went for a walk, I cried my little eyes out. I walked back into my office, I log in to like I work for the county, right? I live in Texas. I work for the county. I went, it was open. I apply. I kid you not. I go in for my interview. Loca. It was 5 minutes long. My interview was
¿Qué?
5 minutes long. And I was so shocked. Like, I walked in there for the interview and I felt such peace in my heart. And I was like, I was so nervous. And I was like, walked in y todo se me fue. El nervio se me fue. Got a call a week later. It happened so fast that like my coworkers were shook that I was leaving because they were like, we thought you loved it here. Like we've never seen you even think about anything like that. And I was like, no, that was my sign. That was
Oh
it.
my gosh. That's literally amazing. 5 minutes, boom. Eso es mío. And the thing that for you to walk in and feel peace, that is another sign. That is it's yours. When something's yours, you don't shake, you don't tremble, you're not worried. It's when peace runs over you, it means relax. Genuinely enjoy the peace that I'm giving you because it's yours. Just give into it. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Se me paran los pelos, like, oh, I
Yeah, no,
love this.
I'm so happy that it happened that way because otherwise I was not even looking. That was
Oh,
God. Yeah.
yeah. That's awesome. Oh my God. Let me ask you, and it's okay if you don't partake in this, but I need to know your zodiac sign. I need to know.
Oh my God. I am the queen of the zodiac signs. Okay,
Get out.
guess my zodiac sign.
Mm.
I could give you a few hints si quieres.
Okay. I want to ask, do you like, es que yo no sé suficiente, pero voy a jugar con esto.
Okay.
Do you like, if there's something that's bothering you, what do? You take time or you like really want to get through it?
No, I'm slow at processing my emotions.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that didn't take me anywhere because yo no sé
Okay.
suficiente,
Maybe
but
I'm gonna give you two hints. Okay. I
okay.
was born on. Well, I was born on
Tampoco sé
Malcolm
las
X's
fechas.
birthday. Okay, I was born on Malcolm X's birthday, so I always feel like I fight. I am the voice for others que no se pueden defender siempre.
Are you
So
Sagittarius?
no,
Okay.
I am stubborn, stable. Does
Taurus?
that? Yes, I'm a
Oh my
Taurus.
I'm
Taurus.
surprised because yo no sé, yo sé tan poco, pero el momento que tú dijiste stubborn, girl, yo
You're
dije
like,
ya.
yes. And you want to hear the funny part? Okay, so fun fact, I was born on my mom's birthday.
Oh.
So she always says I'm like her angel.
Mm-hmm.
My mom and dad are both Tauruses. So I was raised, yes, girl.
A
Yes.
house full of Tauruses. I'm dead. Everyone's arguing and everyone's right.
So so I was raised by two Tauruses. But I think because they were both Tauruses, I'm not so stubborn. Like I'm stubborn, but I know when to keep it to myself. Like, okay, I need to let this go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what about you said you have siblings? How many? And
Mhm.
are
I
they
have two
Tauruses as
sisters.
well?
I'm the oldest. Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Okay.
Y luego mis dos hermanas son fire signs. So one's a Leo and one's an Aries. So girl, we had So our household was very, very interesting.
Yep, yep. I've gotten in plenty of fights with Tauruses. Plenty, plenty. But we still vibe. We still vibe.
So
That's
what's your zodiac? Because you said yours
okay,
is
you
November
guess.
22nd. You said it's November 22nd, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's either a Scorpio or yeah, no, because Scorpio ends. What's after Scorpio? It's Libra, Scorpio,
It's Sagittarius. So which one am I?
Sagittarius. Girl, se me
Mhm.
olvidó. The other fire sign. Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, ma'am. I'm like I think what the word is like the cusp. I'm like the first day of Sag. So
You're
I'm right there.
spontaneous. You fight for what you
Mírame.
believe in. You're outgoing and you're fun.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yes, I literally if you join any live and there's music and I'm standing up, you best believe I'm gonna be dancing. I literally dance so much. I'm not crazy, but I'll take that back. I'm fun, but I know when to like chill and like stop and like I just want to have fun, but within my limits. But are you from Houston?
No, Dallas.
Dallas. Okay, either way, I'm going to Texas because there's so many girls from this trend on Texas or in Texas. Like crazy. So I really am gonna book a trip in the next 3 months and go to Texas. My brother's there, so I have somewhere to stay, and you best
Oh my
believe
god.
I'm
Well,
a host.
you can stay with me if you come
Oh,
here.
thank you,
And I'm
girl.
in Dallas, so if you come, you have to let me know because I'm gonna do like a whole sightseeing to take you all over the place.
Yes, I love to travel. I love to travel, so I'm down for anything. And I'm thinking like maybe this is with it like a little far, but if you dream hard enough and work hard enough, it'll happen. But like having a little event for all the girls to join, like something maybe outside, picnic style, and something like that. So Texas, I'm coming for you. But
Hey, you heard it
yeah.
here first.
Yes, you heard it here, ladies. Texas, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna be a cowgirl for a little bit. But I want to ask you, what's something that helps you kind of feel confident in your own body? Like, I see you have beautiful lashes. I
Thank
love
you.
them. I literally love them. And the curly hair, you already know it takes a little bit of work, but we can make it happen. So, what are the things that kind of help you feel confident in your own body?
I think honestly, definitely has to come from within, and I think all of this like doesn't matter. Like I grew up with my
Mhm.
dad always saying like lo que importa es lo que tú tienes por dentro. Like that's truly what matters. So I feel like this like doesn't, but I will say that we live in a society where this is all they see.
Yeah.
This is all they see. And they because I have, you know, I am approached and I've gotten that in the past. Like when I changed jobs, one of my colleagues me dijo que yo era una tonta porque yo no usaba mi belleza y mi juventud como la debería usar. Girl, he said that to me. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, do you know how far you could get if you just used what you got? Así me dijo. And I was like, I
No,
really feel
yeah.
offended with you saying this because what matters is up here and like my heart.
Literally, I've heard that before, and it just makes me think, okay, so what's given to you, you're just gonna use it like that? Good to know. Good to know. I'm not literally even gonna continue the conversation with you. I'm
Yeah, they
s-
show their true
mm,
colors. Like, yo creo que la gente, all you have to do is, mira, escuchar and be like, oh, okay.
literally, literally. You just gotta listen. And sometimes when I like know that I just don't want to continue with this person, I'll play with it and I'll be like, oh, what do you think about OnlyFans? And they're like, oh, if I were a girl, I
Yes.
would get on it like real fast, make
Yes.
millions. And I'm like, okay,
Okay, sir.
okay.
So for
Yeah.
me, yeah, so for me, I think it's just my heart that I know I have a good heart. I have a big heart. And I know that no matter where life takes me, because of the heart that I have, I'm going to end up in a good situation and that everything is just working out for me. And that's what brings me confidence. Porque de qué sirve ser insegura? Like, at the end of the day, is it going to matter in 5 years? Like, it does not, like, the physical body means nothing. It means nothing to me. So,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So yeah,
Well, I love that. I love that. Girlies, y'all heard it. You need to really focus on your heart because it's literally like
radiates.
exactly, exactly. And a lot of times, you'll see these girls that look like models and all this mainstream model looking, but then they're a fucking bitch. Like they really
I have a story about that girl. Okay,
tell me.
so
Dime chisme.
durante la cuarentena,
Mhm.
me contactó an online boutique on Instagram. And again, she was like, I'm just starting my business, da da da. So, of course, am I going to help another woman out? Yes. So I was like, yeah, claro que sí, voy, da da da. And I get to the photo shoot and like they do your hair, they do your makeup, like glam style. Esa vida no es para mí. Like, esas mujeres hermosas. And I'm talking about bellas por fuera.
Mhm.
Pero cuando empezaban a hablar, girl, it was bad. Like criticando a las demás, hablando del peso de otras, hablando, and I'm just like, how it kind of seemed like they were. I don't want to badmouth anyone, but just the conversations were just not it, and I was just like,
Mhm.
I could never be part of this world.
No.
And I'm talking about these girls had like over 250,000 on like followers on social, like
Mhm.
Instagram, just like, and I was just sitting there, like, I kid you not, like, I just shut down and I was like, I, I can't do this. Like, this is not
Like
it.
literally they're gonna talk about you when
They're
you leave.
rotten. They're rotten. Like,
Mhm.
they're literally rotten. Like, se ven bonitas, pero las escuchas and you're like, have you ever seen that meme where it's like an apple and it's like looking into the mirror and it looks perfect, but then it shows the back and the back is like rotten?
I
Literally, that's what came
haven't,
to my
but
mind.
yeah.
That it's like what you see on social media is not, it's for some people, yes, and you could tell, but for others, it's like,
Yeah, that's why some genuine people don't get the coverage that they deserve, because I guess they're not enough of a bitch or something. I don't know. And I believe, and I've learned from someone that a lot of TikTok content is actually kind of like pick and choose by actual people hired from TikTok to like pick and choose. So, yeah, that's why, like, a lot of girls that are just literally just dancing and, like, no valuable content except your body is just coming out radiating, you know? So, it's sad, but, it's how, like, it's that room for growth and opportunity that we Latinas are gonna take advantage of because we're smart. Because we're smart, because we've been through this long enough to know that we're gonna take advantage of whatever opportunity is out there. So, I'm really glad that you took advantage of this opportunity and hopped on. Now, tell me, what is something that, like, you were trying to do with your page? I see you have a TikTok, Foreign Trophy. Go follow my girl. And on IG, you're underscore life's blessings. So, what are you trying to do with your page? I know throwing out content is not easy for everyone, and literally, I've posted one TikTok about it, and, like, I can hear so much feedback, and it's true, it's just not easy for everyone. So what helps you put yourself out there and just be like, "Okay, post," you know?
yeah, okay. So I mean, I feel like I'm a very like well-rounded individual, and like I work out, I eat healthy. I have 2 cheat meals a week, but like for the most part, saludable. And I just kind of, I guess, and I like to travel too. I just feel like my job is so stressful que cuando me voy a otros lugares, I'm just able to like decompress and relax. So it's kind of like trying to find that balance of what to do because I don't want to record myself working out because one, I tried that once and the angles, girl, I can't. Like raw and
Yeah.
unfiltered, como dijimos, that was literally it. And I was like, yeah, como que
That
I'm
ain't
not
it
a
for me.
trainer. ¿Qué tal que alguien me trate de copiar y lo haga mal and they get hurt? I'm gonna feel bad. So I was like,
Yeah.
scratch that. And then I was like, maybe I could do like meals, but then I was like, yeah, my kitchen's not like I'm not gonna remember to like show every step. Like, voy a
Yeah.
cocinar y voy a querer comer. Like, you know?
Literally.
So I have, and I was thinking, like, especially when I saw your video, actually, I was like, I should just post it, like, because I have so many, like, when you take a live photo, it kind of, you can make it into like a video. So I
Mhm.
have like a whole bunch of like videos and like live photos. And I'm like, it's so easy to just kind of put them together and put a song. So I've kind of been doing that during my lunch break at
Yep.
work. I did one yesterday and today. And that was inspired by you, Mari. Okay,
I
just
thank you.
yes. But I honestly don't know. Como te dije at your last live, somebody pretended to be me, girl, and they stole all my pictures, and that kind of set me back because I feel now like I have to be really careful with what I post. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm in. If we were to hang out in real life, like I raw and unfiltered, like that is what it is, raw and uncut. Like si yo lo pienso, like así es la vida, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm kind of just like more cautious because I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, if they steal that picture, that's fine. Because it took me over a year to get over the situation, and I'm finally kind of dipping my toes in, pero borré todo lo que tenía antes.
You started over.
Yeah. So,
Are you
but
happy about that, starting over? I
I
mean, it's not a great thing, but, like, how do you feel about having to
no,
start over?
I think that that was the first moment of sadness that I've ever really felt in my life because I didn't have anyone to confront. Y yo
Mhm.
soy una persona muy directa. Like, if even if it's a tough conversation, you know that it's coming from a good place, right?
Mhm.
So to me, that was very difficult, and that's what made me sad. Like I wasn't even angry. I honestly I had to forgive a person that I don't even know who it is, girl. And
Yeah.
they, the harassment and like whatever they did. So overcoming that, now I'm like, I don't care. You want to steal my pictures? You can do whatever you want. You're never gonna be me. You're never
Yes,
gonna be
yes.
me. You're never gonna have my energy. You're never gonna look like me. You're never gonna have my life. And all I can do is live my life and enjoy it. Y si quieren copiarme, pues que me copien. That's fine.
Mhm.
I know who I am. My family knows who I am. And if anything, they could keep pretending, girl.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
So
And
I'm at peace.
yes, you're at peace, and it helped you kind of, well, tell me if you agree or not, like, if it helped you become more stable and more strong with yourself, like, you have no option but to reassure yourself you are you, and that person might try, but they're not gonna get to where I am, and they're not gonna know what I've been through, and they're not gonna get the lessons that I learned.
And let me just add that they're not gonna make it into the gates of heaven, okay?
Ahí tiene,
They're
ahí
not.
tiene.
No, I'm just kidding. I prayed, but like I said, I forgive that person. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
But I thought that for
Yeah.
a long time. I'm like, they're going to hell. That's
Yeah.
evil.
It is, it really is. It's like, what do you not like about your life that you gotta take someone else's?
I never thought I was ever important. Like you're wasting your life, your time on me,
Mhm.
girl. Like who does that? That's a fan. I have a fan.
Yes, exactly, that's a fan. Even haters are, like, gonna help they're gonna help you out somehow. It might not be what you want, but the hate is actually gonna help you. But I'm really sorry that you went through that, but I'm glad that you have overcome and become the woman that you are today, so strong and beautiful. So even though it happens, you are here and you made it through. That's all that matters. You got to where you need to go. But I want to know more kind of actually let's play a little game. Let's play a little game. One of the girls from Saturday actually gave me a little bit of advice, which I very much like. I'm so open to advice. I actually asked for feedback when like the day after. So let's play a little game. I don't know if you remember this from the live, but might as well play it and hear your genuine answers. It's a this versus that. So just pick the first thing that comes to mind that is you. Okay, you ready? All right, so let's hit it. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise,
Mountain or the beach?
mountain,
Book or audiobook?
book,
Nails or lashes?
girl, lashes,
Okay, straight hair or curly hair?
curly,
Yes, ma'am. Okay, movies or shows?
shows,
Sábado Gigante o Primer Impacto?
sábado gigante.
Netflix or Hulu?
Ooh, girl. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, Netflix.
Okay, okay. Sneakers or heels?
Heels,
Tías or primas?
primas,
friends or family?
Family.
Eating grapes on New Year's or running around con una maleta?
La maleta.
La
La
maleta.
maleta.
Okay.
Vamos a correr.
Yes, yes. Well, that was just a little more, little game of get to know you. And now that I know a little more, tell me kind of like, what is that prima that has, if you have one that really has helped you, or someone that is just special in your family? Do you have anyone that's like, this is my girl, or this is my guy, this is my person?
Yes. Well, I definitely will say my family's from Central America. And so coming to the US, we moved around a lot. Like I lived in Florida for a while.
Hey.
Yeah. I lived in Miami and we moved around a lot and we didn't have anyone but like my mom, my sisters, and my dad. But being born on my mom's birthday, I feel like there's so many similarities between us. And like
Mhm.
she has been my best friend like
Mm.
throughout everything. Like I'm so grateful for her. I really feel like she's an angel on this earth. Like se dedica ella a cuidar pacientes that that are disabled. And I remember when I was little, I would go to work with her, and I would just be so amazed at like the patience that she had, like how caring, how loving, and I would just be like, wow. And now as an adult, I'm like, wow, like those are really the heroes, to
Mhm.
be honest. Like the people in Congress, all these people, it's like so easy to say do this, but when you see someone that's like really helping, it's like that's what mankind should be doing. Like we should all be helping each other, and normally people are stepping over others to try to get to their destination, when in reality if we all helped each other we could all get there faster,
Mhm. So
so
your mom is your girl.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's awesome. My mom has become my girl. Over time, yeah, we bump heads a lot, but now I'm just like, yo le quiero decir todo, and I just want to yo le dije about what's happening, and she's been so like supportive and excited, and I'm just like, I know you don't know what it means, like TikTok que es
I
eso, and
know.
like, yeah, I'm like, mom, I'm going like, I guess slightly like un poco viral con las latinas, and she's
Yeah.
like, ¿qué es eso? And I'm like, point is, I'm meeting a
Oh
lot
my
of Latinas. That's
god.
it. So I'm trying to
The
get
funniest
her
thing
in
has
there.
been seeing my yes, I think the funniest thing has been seeing my parents on Facebook. Like, who gave you guys the internet?
I'm dead. And then they be posting some weird pictures, and I'm like, mommy, let's take some better angles.
Like, do you hate me? Why are you posting that picture? Like, why?
Right? Approval, miss. You can just post like that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't
Yes.
tag me.
What's your mom's zodiac sign?
My mom, if I'm not wrong, she's a Virgo. I think they're very clean, organized, um, a little
Mm-hmm.
stubborn as well. Yeah, she's a Virgo. She's very stubborn in her ways, and but uh, it's a lot of love. It's a lot of
Yeah,
love.
I also think that vinieron a este país con esas costumbres, and like
Hmm.
here it's like they wanted to raise us how they were raised, and it's like, mom, that's child abuse.
Literally, los tiempos han cambiado. Podemos hablar. You don't have to smack me. We can talk about it.
Yeah,
Yes,
true.
because I mean, it traumatized me, but I remember one time I was so heated and I spoke back, girl. She smacked my mouth so hard. I
Oh
never
my
again.
gosh.
Never again. That's why I say we bump heads. But now yo la quiero mucho. Yo soy bien paciente. My parents are also older. My dad's 74 and my mom's 65. So, I have to be a little more patient. My dad's
Mm.
hearing is going off and he's
Do you
becoming more
have siblings?
impatient. So between my parents' marriage, I'm the only one, but I do have half siblings, three from my dad and one from my mom, and they're all like 20 years older than me. So I call myself an only
Wow.
child. Yeah, so like I grew up
Yeah.
alone, just the three of us in the house, and we're very far from our like blood relatives. They don't live in Puerto Rico, so my sister or half sister and like a few people, but I call myself an only child for sure.
Well, you have a sister and me.
Yes, yes.
No,
I'm
and
so excited.
if you come to Texas, we have to hang out. We have to have a girls'
Girl.
night.
Yes, yes. I love girls' nights. Like I just kind of started making more friends because I had come out of a like narcissistic abusive relationship about 2 years ago, and now I'm coming into my time of like I'm gonna be single for literally as long as I can because I kept avoiding it. And now I'm like, okay, my best friend Shania, she said you need to learn how to make friends. That's step one. You need to learn how to step one is friends. You don't think further or, expect anything more. So I'm learning how to make friends and I'm like very much into girls' nights and curated a whole playlist. Like I really took it serious. And now I have so many
Yes.
friends and I'm so blessed. So
You're gonna have to do a world tour para ir a vernos a todas.
loca, that's my dream though. That's like my dream with the podcast is to be able to travel doing what I love and giving back. And so ya yo tengo tipa en Nueva York that I need to go see, in Houston, in Dallas, in LA, Arkansas, like everywhere.
Mhm.
So you best believe I'm going places so I can be with my
Yes.
girls. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And Latinas are taking over. Like,
Did
we're
you see that
everywhere.
article?
No, which one?
It's like, I'll send you the TikTok, but it's like an article saying that Latinos are basically taking over social media. They are a large consumer. Like in every like 5 likes, one of them is a Latina, and
Oh,
that's
I love
huge,
that.
right? So we really are coming up, and so I need my girls who make content to use this as a booster to
Mhm.
understand that your time is coming, your time is now, and you better you know, take it up,
Yes.
do it.
Because for
Mhm.
so many years, I feel like we've supported so many like influencers, like tanta cosa, like bought makeup, bought lashes, bought, like things that we just saw. And at least for me, I've never followed influencers because I've never seen one that I identify with. So you're
Yeah.
gonna be the first, okay? You're gonna be the first.
Yes,
But I've
yes.
never like they either seem very you can tell when someone's authentic and you can tell when someone's genuine. And it's like they're trying to push products. And I get it, that's your job, but it's like it's a little too, like no no se ve natural,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's like
exactly.
I can't.
Yeah, I wanna see some scars, I wanna see some,
Yeah, like
l I saw
we all, yeah, none of us are perfect. Like we all have
yeah,
imperfections, and it's like they show these like picture perfect, like no, nobody, eso no existe. We all have our good days,
exactly,
we all have our bad days, and it's okay.
exactly. Yeah, and that genuine nature is honestly, slowly but surely actually be trending. Like I don't remember his name, but he's a TikToker, Boricua, and like he'll literally fart in the video. While it's a little, I think it's male, but I'm like, okay, go off. And you're not taking it down, you're not changing it. He literally will go like,
Oh
anyways.
my god, that is
Yeah. So
funny.
I'm like, be genuine. I'm gonna welcome that
Yeah,
actually, versus like someone who will never take off a filter or needs to have perfect
yeah.
makeup and like, I
I was
just
gonna say
yeah.
that. I was gonna say that because of like society and just like social like standards of beauty. Like there
Hmm.
are so many girls that are on social media that they cannot post a picture with no filter. And it's so sad because it's like your features are what make you beautiful.
Exactly.
And it's like they look up to people like the Kardashians, and it's like they don't even look like the picture, like they themselves don't look like that. Because
Hmm.
especially that's what I love about TikTok. Like TikTok, ahí ponen los videos and they're like, this is what her face really looks like. This is what she's
Hmm.
posting. You know what I mean? Like this is what her body really looks like. This is what she's posting. Like we all get bloated. We all, like there's just so many things that as women we all go through, and they're just putting out there this like picture perfect life, and that doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
Yeah. And I love that you said bloated because there is literally on TikTok is where I went to like see like bloated versus pregnant. I'm sure someone Googled that. I know some of my listeners Googled that. I know that.
We all,
Bloated
that's
versus
the thing.
pregnant.
We all look pregnant sometimes. Like, I know for sure when
Yes.
I'm bloated, I'm just like, let me just throw this oversized tee on and
Mm-hmm.
call it a day. Like, we can't stress over the small stuff. Like, the way that I look at it is all of my organs work. I'm healthy. I don't have any diseases. I'm able to have a job. I'm able to go to work every day. That to me is good. I work out because one day I want to be running around with my grandkids. I want to be 70, 80, still, being
Mm-hmm.
active. So I work out now to be able to do that later on in life.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
don't get me wrong, I eat healthy, pero si a mí se me antoja unos tacos ahorita, I'm gonna call up my friend and be like, "What's up? Let's go get some tacos."
Yes,
Like, I'm like,
yes.
I don't deprive myself tampoco.
Claro, todo en un balance.
Yeah.
You can enjoy everything in life if you just balance it out, and a lot of
And
people have a struggle.
speaking of that, I think the biggest thing that has changed my life is just being grateful for everything.
Right? Even the tiniest little things, and it's not hard. You say thank you, even to the
Yeah.
air.
Yeah.
If anything, just for anything, if you say thank you. What's like one thing that you're most grateful for so far in 2023?
Honestly, meeting new people, putting myself out there, I feel like I shut down for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And even with my friends, like, I just wasn't myself. And so it's scary to be vulnerable. It's so scary. But
Yeah.
this is who I am.
Yeah.
This is who I am.
Exactly.
Así soy. So I have to
Exactly.
embrace who I am, and I trust the universe is gonna bring me good people into my life. And I feel that.
Exactly.
I think that when you meet someone, like, again, how you said, follow your intuition, uno sabe. Lo que pasa es que como mujer, we like to bypass the red flags. Even on a friendship
Mm-hmm.
level, sometimes we see the signs and we're just like, no, no, like, she's a good person. No, your intuition knew it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to follow our gut.
Yeah, I did a little video about that. I was like, if you are unsure about kind of what decisions to make, literally, and I read this in the book, Deepak Chopra's Seven Laws of like Seven Spiritual Laws of Success.
I have that
I
book.
Yes, oh my God. So I don't know if you remember when he talks about kind of making decisions that you really need to listen to your body. Like you'll literally feel the anxiety or the tension or the sadness. You will feel the answer. You can literally feel it if you just listen. And I tell my Latinas, okay, if you have a hard decision to make, ask yourself, how would I feel if I made decision A? Take those minutes to feel and your mind's going to think of what might happen, so you will know, like, your feelings will come out of all those thoughts that you have of what might happen versus, oh, how would I feel if I did decision B? And once again, feel yourself, and the answer is just so clear.
Yeah, I think that now what I do, like you said, one of the things that I do is now, like, when I hang out with someone, I think, like, okay, after hanging out with this person, after having a conversation, how do I feel? If I'm at
Mhm.
peace and I feel good and I felt, left that conversation feeling like empowered, or like, wow, this is a good person, or are they just gossiping and just talking bad about people? Like, porque a mí eso no me gusta, I just
Mhm.
feel like I'd rather be talked about than to talk about someone, because
Yeah.
who am I to criticize someone? Like, I am far from perfect.
Mhm.
So, ¿cómo es tan fácil decir una cosa mala? And it's like, nah, girl, why?
Yeah. Have you ever like told someone like stood up to them, not just about about anyone, but like, yo, I just don't really like what you're saying, or like, why would you say that? Like, have you ever told someone like, stop them in their tracks?
So my friends, I've never encountered that. I think my friends are all very, like, amazing women.
You picked them right. Yes.
Yeah, like, they're always, every time it's always like you just pick up where you left off. But I would say that at
Mm-hmm.
work it is a little different, and I have kind of come across that, even los hombres, like, so it's kind of something that I have to shut down. And because of where I worked, I told you I was very direct. Like, girl, I would be like, if you're not, because again, I feel like I've always been the voice for the people that can't speak up. And again, I was born on Malcolm X's birthday, so girl, I'm about that life. Like, I'm gonna do it in a
Mm-hmm.
professional way, but I have said before, like, if you're not gonna go say it to that person's face, like, just shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
it. Do you want it? Like, does anyone want to hear it?
Literally. I agree.
Yeah, you have
I
to shut it
agree.
down.
Yep. Yeah. And I don't know if anyone, but I get very upset about people who don't own the character that they're putting on. It's kind of like if you're gonna be a bitch, be a whole bitch. Don't just
And
be a
they're
bitch when you
never,
wanna be.
no, they
Yeah.
throw stones and then hide their hands. And it's like, I can't respect that because if you did it one time, that's your personality. Like now
Mm-hmm.
I know who you are. And it's
Exactly.
always like the people, it's always the people like that que tienen dos caras that you're just like,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
amazing how they can like switch it too.
Literally. And then when you ask them or like, confront them, because I have confronted people and I'm like, I'll respect you more if you just owned who you are. And
Yeah.
I would respect you more because then I'm like, well, I mean, I can't argue. She said she was this. Do you? I will take my space and take a step back, but you owned it. Okay, versus someone who's just like, as you said, throwing stones and hiding their hand. No, own that you own it. Own it. I'll
Especially as an
literally respect you more.
adult. Yeah, especially as an adult. It's like if you don't like me, that's fine. Like you don't have to like
Mm-hmm.
me, but let it be known. Like don't be nice to me. Don't be in my face. Like I can respect you. Y
Mm-hmm.
ahí queda. Like we can
Yeah.
it could be a mutual thing. We can still respect each other and we don't fuck with each other. Like
Mm-hmm.
we don't have to talk. We don't have to be friends. We could just acknowledge each other and keep it moving because guess what? I'm still gonna live my life. I'm still gonna be me and you're gonna be mad because this is the winning team.
Yes, yes. You're always gonna be pressed because Imma do me and you just ain't you yet. That's okay. That's
That's
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
God
just
really
own
does
it.
have favorites.
I'm dead. Well, girly, I literally have loved our time, but as we're wrapping up this episode, I need you to give us a little bit of advice as a Latina. As a Latina has been through so much and has, just learned so much from all these things that at one point put you really down. What can help us Latinas kind of make it through, push through, get to our goals, make 2023 our year, make all those dreams that we had a reality? What do you think is gonna help us?
I think that as Latinas, we're used to giving and giving and giving, and that's a great thing. But you also have to give to yourself. You have to do self care. You have to prioritize your needs, your wants, and take care of you. So do one small thing for yourself every single day because that's going to boost your confidence. Because that's going to be something that you want that will make you happy. Whatever it
Mhm.
is, whatever that looks like to you, do it. Because guess what? If you're not happy within yourself, you can't help anyone else because you're overwhelmed with what you're going through. So,
Mhm.
my rule of thumb is will this matter in 5 years? And if the answer is no, let it go. And I just say that because I'm stubborn. So, like, I
You
used to
already
be
know.
one of those people that would like hold grudges till the day I die. And now I'm like, they're not even worth my time.
Literally, holding a grudge will give you acne.
We don't need that. We don't need that.
Yes, the stress. No, no, let it go. Let it
Stress
go.
who? Like stress who? Not me. So
Yes,
yes, prioritize
exactly.
yourself, do self-care, do the things that make you happy because that is how you will be able to help others. And to help
Yes.
and to also if you can help someone else do it. Do it.
Yeah. It'll always come back to you. It'll always come back to you. I agree. And I want to know a little bit about self-care because I have an episode, my girlies, you need to listen to it. This is before the trend, so like bear with me. I was alone. It was a struggle bus, but it is a good episode and I did my research and I came to realize that self-care isn't just face masks and nails and girl time. It's actually about revisiting your trauma, revisiting those things that scarred you because it's like maintenance. You're not just going to kind of like you're not just going to cover it up. You need to open it. You need to revisit. You need to see what happened, why you reacted that way. Self-care isn't just face masks. It's about going through it again so you know how to care for yourself when things like these happen again. So like I know, yes, I agree face masks are one thing. That's great. It sets the tone, it sets the environment, but what helps you with like self-care on an emotional level?
Okay, so what I do is I do a lot of like journaling, and
Yeah.
I'm currently reading this book, and I am just on chapter 2, right?
Mhm.
And the after each chapter, it gives you like a challenge. And so the first challenge, girl, let me read it to you because this makes you look at yourself, and it makes you um, really take a hard look.
What's the book?
It's called Can't Hurt Me.
Okay. Okay. I like that.
Yeah, where is it?
I need to make an Amazon storefront because the amount of books that I have to recommend is literally wild, and I might as well make some money out of it.
Yeah, no, honestly, I just got approved for that Amazon thing. Yeah, pero no he
Yay!
empezado. I haven't started, girl. I need to get on it.
Do
So,
it. Yes, I have another girly that's gonna help me set that up so I can also meet her and
oh,
make
that's
friends.
good.
Yes, but I think I'm gonna focus on books and like just things to kind of help you superarte. So I
Yes.
yes, put that book in your storefront. Put that book in your
Yeah.
storefront for
So
sure.
the first one is called so the book is called Can't Hurt Me, and then it says give your pain shape, absorb its power because you're about to flip that shit. So basically, okay, girl, if it loads, can it please load?
Is that literally what it says?
Yeah, it says
I
write
love how
down
it
everything that you think is limiting your growth and your success. So list all of the things that really hurt you. And then what are the excuses why you couldn't do something, or like what's currently holding you back? So you're for me, and again, I just started this book, right? I really did like a deep dive into like my childhood and just wrote down every single thing that was a hardship, every chat, like todo, todo, todo. And that wasn't the hard part. The hard part was reading it, because it's like I could have used that as an excuse, and I haven't. I've always used everything that I've been through to aim higher, because one of the things that I went through too, when I was really young, like our apartments burned down. So we didn't have a place to live, girl. And again, we had no family here. We had no one to reach out to. We like slept in our car. Like, thank God my parents had a car. We slept in the car. And the thing about that story is that my mom and dad were both at work. And I told you my mom took care of disabled patients, right? So I was at home with my sisters and I was cleaning, and we had just finished cleaning. So we're about to start playing. And my mom calls, and my mom was like, hey, I'm about to take my lunch break. Arregla las niñas, ya voy por ustedes. And me and my sisters are like, no, we just finished cleaning. We're about to play. Don't pick us up. Don't pick us up. And my mom was like, no, algo, tengo un presentimiento. I'm going to go pick you guys up. So, anyways, she comes, she picks us up. We go to work with her. End of the day, end of her shift, we go back home. There's firefighters, and everything, the street is blocked off. We pull in, then my dad pulls out, and one of the neighbors comes out and is like, oh my God, I'm so grateful you have your girls. Like, we knew that you guys stayed home alone, and that's the first apartment that we told the firefighters to go into. And the fire originated in the apartment above us, girl. So I went from like, you know, not having anything at all. And I think that's the real reason that I'm literally grateful for everything, because girl, we had nothing. We slept in our car. Like, that is like the most humbling experience ever. When my parents were finally able to get an apartment, girl, we had an apartment, a 1 bedroom apartment. No teníamos nada. Like, we slept on the floor,
Yeah.
but we had each other. And for that, I will forever be grateful to God.
The world literally could have crumbled on you and it'd be over.
Yes. Yes. That, girl.
I'm
That.
so, so glad you're here. I'm so
Thank
glad you're
you.
here. Your siblings, your parents. I'm so glad they're all
Yes.
here.
And so So to look at that, it's like I could have used that as an excuse and been like depressed and been sad and been like, oh my God, da da da. Girl, no. Like, if
Yeah.
anything, it's the fuel, it's what fueled me to like do better, want better, help others. Because I remember not being, I'm such a independent, strong person that I rather eat dirt than to ask for help. Like, I will not ask for help. So estoy sufriendo yo sola, me complico más la vida yo sola. But guess what? I'm just not gonna do it. It's not in me. So I think that's the real reason that I give and give and give, because you never know what someone is going through.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember being at school being made fun of because my clothes were from the thrift store. I remember like not fitting in because of the curly hair. Everyone had straight hair. I remember not fitting in because of my big lips. Everyone, and it's like, y'all pay for that now. So what's really good?
Literally. Y'all literally pay for that. I got made fun of because of my eyebrows. I'm a very hairy person, and like míralas ahora.
Yes,
Now you
girl,
wish you
people
had
pay for
hair in your
that.
eyebrows.
I love it. Yeah, and that's what brings me confidence too, because it's like all those things that you tried to make me insecure about. No, now I don't straighten my hair. Visit, y'all
Mhm.
pay for that.
Literally. I never show you my hair.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
I do, because como mujer, we want to switch it up a little bit sometimes, but that's because
Yes.
I want to, not because I'm being peer pressured by. That's what's
Mhm. I
beautiful.
just want a different look. Just a little
Mm-hmm.
different. I still have mi plancha, but it's like at most 3 times a year just because I don't wanna like, mess with my curl because it's very malleable.
Yeah. Yeah. And once you lose your definition too, it's like, ugh, you got to start from scratch.
It takes a lifetime. Ya this right here is we're still working on it. We're still
I
working on
cut
it.
off like 8 inches within the last 6 months. I've cut off 8 inches. Over, I think,
I'm
8 inches. It was super long
dead.
and it was dark. And I added a little bit of blonde because I was like, you know what?
Me
Do blondes have more
too.
fun? We're about to find out.
Right, me too. I was all this brown, and now I have a lot of highlights and stuff, and I feel like it added to me the way that I needed it. Like yo no, I'm not bland. I'm not, yo tengo mucho carácter y eso lo sé y me acuesto temprano. So like I needed some color, and I did it. I did it, and I got a curly haircut. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. It was perfect. So, I feel you on that, and I'm so grateful that you're here and that your parents y el presentimiento de tu mamá.
Yeah. But
Que
I
Dios la
think we have,
bendiga.
yeah, I think we have that connection again because I was born on her birthday. Because there's been other examples like throughout my life that, like, I kid you not, girl, it's like my heart, like, she feels it because she's called me and been like,
¿Qué te
yes,
pasa?
right?
Have you ever had that she's like, es que yo siento que no sé, como que tengo que llamarte, como que
Yeah.
algo, y
How do
yo
you
no
know? Are
sé,
you here
mami.
with me right now? Like, how do you know?
Literally, son los presentimientos de mamá que they're literally like out of this world. My mom knows when I'm going through something wild. Like I used to live with a boyfriend and he was very much quite like emotionally and almost physically abusive, and like I wasn't in contact with a lot of people. I was trying to hide everything. And there were times that she would call me and she's like, es que no sé, hay algo, María Elisa, te conozco y me conozco a mí, and hay algo. Y yo, I don't know. But in reality, I was like going through hell. Like I was just really, really done with everything. And I couldn't talk to her about it at the time. So las mamás son increíbles, tienen unos superpoderes, de
Yes.
verdad.
And I just want to say I'm very proud of you for getting out of that relationship, for finding yourself, and for now putting yourself out there, because you deserve better. And people like that hold you back. They try to break you down because you're above them. Okay. You are
Literally.
the prize. Como dijo, in the words of my idol, Lori Harvey, you are the prize.
Yes. I hope he walks this world knowing that, and that what happened made me only so much stronger. And
Stronger.
right? Someday I'll
Mujer
sit down
poderosa.
and have a little YouTube video, maybe tell my story, because there's a lot
You
that people
should.
don't know. And I know that there's people that are going through narcissistic relationships,
Mhm.
and it is very scary and it is very lonely. Um, Like, at one point, I lived about 5 years, gracias a Dios, no, pero 5 months of no sunlight, no sunlight, like, I couldn't it's a weird story, but he was very scared of the sun and, like, had to be very it's a
Girl,
whole
because
thing.
he's evil. Because he's
Yeah.
evil.
So I spent 5 months with no sunlight porque no podía tocar el sol, que
Oh.
no quería ponerse sunblock inside. He's very OCD about his skin and shit.
Mhm.
Y'all,
Well, the good thing,
the
I
whole
think you
thing.
definitely should and be the voice, because you have to remember that there are girls that don't know the red flags. So maybe you telling your story, someone could be like, "My boyfriend just did that. Wait, that
Yes,
that sounds like someone I know." So tenemos que
yeah,
usar nuestras voces. And I
exactly.
obviously, cuando tú estés preparada, don't do it before you're ready, but I
Yeah,
think it would be a good thing to just let it out. And also, I think it'll help you heal to let that go, and that
yeah,
dead weight just.
yeah, exactly. I need to do that. I'm getting ready for it. I'm slowly getting ready. So, someday I'll come out with that episode, and I'm like open to tell my whole story because I have like talked about it. I've gone to therapy and stuff, and like work through it, but there's things that up to this day, I like it como una memoria comes back, and I was like, "Oh my God, I forgot that I went through that. I forgot like something so traumatizing, something so scarring." I remember and I'm like, "How could I forget something that literally shattered me completely?" Like, how could I forget something so powerful? But it's just what you want was to forget. At that time, you just wanna like block it all off. So I'm still revisiting and stuff and like journaling and doing things like that. And it's been 2 years, as I told you, it's been 2 years, but I might just do that. I might just do a little YouTube and say my experience, and let it all out because girls need to hear and the signs
Mhm.
very much. I've become very aware to a point where I'm like, wow, I was really blind. I need you guys not to think that that's cute. I need you guys not to think that that's handsome and gentleman like no. No. They can be smart and manipulative. But
Yes. And don't beat yourself up for it either. Like, la vida es de
yeah.
aprendizaje. We're all here to learn. We all have different lessons. So the good thing is you came out of that, A, with no
Mhm.
children. B, you were able to step away from that. A lot of women stay, they get
Yep.
married, and they get deeper and deeper in that hole, and they get trapped, you
Exactly.
know?
Mhm. I was
So
glad I
good for you.
left.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I've gotten very far and I'll keep going because there's still a long way to go. I literally just put out a TikTok recently, like 2 hours ago that was like saying like when your childhood trauma comes back up, but you are now a healed Latina, so you manage it differently. And then the audio goes like, I wouldn't say free, but more so under new management.
I love it.
Right, right. I like even I don't know if you as a content girl know this, but like when you start touching on the things that you want to put content out for, like when it's your passion and when it's something that you really like, el contenido te viene de fácil. Te como que se te sale, or at least for me now that I'm like walking in like the thing that I've always wanted to do since I was little was like help others and especially girls like me. I like como
Mm.
que me sale todo tan fácil, and when I was trying to be someone else, it was just a struggle. It was a struggle, so ahora facilito.
Yeah. And it's funny you mentioned that, because I went to brunch with a friend recently, and she was actually in a relationship that had like a lot of domestic violence. And what she wanted to do was she wants to start like a program where other women, all shapes, sizes, go to like high schools and like talk to girls about relationships and what they should and shouldn't look like, so that we can share what the signs are, what's healthy, what's not healthy, what they know. Because she was saying that like when she was with this man, and girl, there was a lot of domestic violence. When she was with him, that she loved him so much that she just thought that her loving him was going to make him change. And it wasn't until she finally told a girlfriend, and a girlfriend was like,
That's
bitch,
not love.
bitch. And she was like, it took the hard truth for her to hear it and see it and be like, that's not love.
Mhm.
And that's what made her snap out of it. And she said she like had to leave him then and there, not look back, because she's like, if I would have kept talking to him, or if I would have been back with him, because it's like he was, she said she felt like he was in her head.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy what love will do to you. It's crazy because you do like it's not love, but yes, I don't know how to explain it right now, but it's like it's the intoxicated love that you've got that will control you to a point where you're like, sure, I'll put my life on the line for you if it makes you happy, but that's also out of just like trauma response. It's like, I'll literally do whatever you tell me that you need so you could stop hitting me, so you could stop telling me these things, so you could stop screaming. I'll literally do whatever. Like I got to that point where I was like, I'll literally lo que tú digas lo hago. Please just stop screaming. Please just stop. Like es que llega un punto that it's just like I love myself and I know that, but it's translated to you because I'm trying to take care of myself. So I tell you, sí, lo que tú digas, I'll do it. It's very complex. It's very complex.
Yeah.
But hey, girl, we're out of that. We're on the other side. We're on the other side,
Better
and
things.
right, right. So, I am so blessed that you were here. We went so over the time, and
I
I don't even
know.
wanna cut it up, like, I don't even wanna, like, end
Como
it,
dice mi
but
camisa, girls only.
yes, I
Is that
love
the say? Yes,
that! Girls
girls only.
only. Yes, I love that. I'm thinking of doing, like, some kind of merch at one point. Don't know what,
Yes, because we
right?
got this.
Yes, yes, something cute, we'll see, and maybe have, some support from my Latinas, and I'll put their business if they can, we'll help each other, if you know what I mean. But I am so blessed that you were here. I had the bombest time, you already know. Thank you for being a little test run for this video stuff, and I got to fix the audio. I'm learning. I'm literally learning, but I'm so blessed you were here. Thank you for supporting me. You already know that, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but when I'm up there, you best believe I'm gonna remember you. You best believe I'm gonna remember all my girls that took the time to sit down with me while in my closet. Yo estoy sentada en un cojín de mi mueble, like where you put your back. That's where I'm sitting.
And
That's where I'm
that's
sitting.
okay. That's part of your journey. Y aquí vamos para
Exactly.
arriba. So
Exactly, exactly. So thank you so much. I had a great time. Now, chicas, remember to follow her on TikTok, Foreign Trophy, and on IG _Life's Blessing. Her content is amazing. She is a beautiful girl, and her heart is genuine, and we should really show some love for that. And especially to our Latinas that are here supporting each other. So give her a follow and remember to share this episode with other girlies so you guys can sit down, have some wine, play that while you cook some dinner, and bond, and just put all this love out there. So thank you for listening and make sure to come back for the next episode with more guests, more great things, and who knows, maybe a girls' trip. So let's make it happen, y'all. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait for you to be on the next episode. Bye.